Good morning, everybody. So I want to start out by thanking our Attorney General for joining us here in beautiful Brevard County. Our Attorney General and Governor Ron DeSantis also for their amazing support for law enforcement. Public safety in our communities is like nothing we've ever seen before. People are moving to Florida in droves because this is the free state of Florida. They're moving here because they know their families will be safe here. Their businesses will be safe. They won't have to contend with what we're seeing in places like Los Angeles and New York and Chicago, those things that are happening right now as we stand here today speaking. Our general was, I will say, very instrumental, was the tip of the spear in our blueprint for Free Florida. And now he's the tip of the spear in making sure that we are protecting what I like to call our 3 C's, our citizens, our cops, and our Constitution. And he has stood strong with not only law enforcement, but with us here in Brevard County, and we appreciate you. I'm gonna start out by addressing the doxing issue that we were talking about. Our ICE agents, just like our Florida Highway Patrol, are our partners. We all ride together in this. We all are out here to make sure that we're protecting our citizens, protecting our communities. Many of them have been called to the border. Many of them have been called to other locations to deal with the amount of fugitives and things that are going on, detainers. So for us, we will have their back. We will work closely with Colonel Howes and his team in making sure that we're increasing patrol, we're watching them. Anybody that's doxing them, as the General said, we passed a law about 4 or 5 years ago that makes it illegal to dox here in the state of Florida. So anybody that's doing that, we will take them to full task on doing it, and we will stand with you. I want to define a couple things, and our general was very kind in how he said things. I'm not as usually as elegant in how I say things, so I'm gonna first say that peaceful protests are part of our democracy. We invite people to share their opinions. That's what our country is all about. The key word in that is peaceful. And if it's peaceful, us in law enforcement are going to make sure you have a safe environment to do it in. That's part of that process. If you let it turn violent, you do not want to do that in Brevard County. I'm going to tell you that, and I believe I can speak for my fellow sheriffs around the rest of the state. You don't want to let it happen. And just so there's no confusion, because I don't want to hear any whining later saying we didn't know, I'm going to break it down for you, all right? Because as you watch these riots unfold across the rest of the country, what you are seeing is buildings being burned down, police cars being bricked, having explosive devices thrown on them, having fire, guns pointed at them, bricks thrown at them, all and on. So I'm gonna break it down for you, all right? And if somebody wants to know what I mean by turn violent, all right, this is what I mean. If you resist lawful orders, you're going to jail. Let me be very clear about that. If you block an intersection or a roadway in Brevard County, you are going to jail. If you flee arrest, you're going to go to jail tired because we are going to run you down and put you in jail. If you try to mob rule a car in Brevard County, gathering around it, refusing to let the driver leave, in our county, you're most likely going to get run over and dragged across the street. If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard dead. We're not going to play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there. You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs. You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order. Not here, not in the state of Florida. So to make it real simple, if you don't want to have any of those things happen to you, obey the law. Go protest all you want. Do it peacefully. Stand on the mountaintops and yell your opinion, your views. We invite that. But don't you dare break the law, because it won't go well for you. All right, General? Thank you, sir.
Damn, yo. You got police officers, man and woman, being targeted, assaulted, objects being thrown at them for doing a job. This the people, this the people, this the people that you call if you have any issue with anybody. This the people that you call to protect your community. This the people that you call to solve if you have to solve murder, or if anything that's going on, you call them from any for like I said, for any issues. Those the people that you call. So when you have these liberals going against police officers for doing a job, it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. It's wild, man. This have to stop. It have to stop. One of the things that I like that he said was, if you throw objects at us, if you throw fire bombs at us, if you try to mace us, he's going to take you to jail or kill you dead and send your ass to the morgue. And also one of the things that he also said was that he's going to stand he got to stand for his police officer. He got to work close with ICE. I like the fact that he said that, right? So I like the fact that he said that. I guarantee you, I bet you that the people that live in Florida, they got to second guess themselves. They not gonna volunteer to protest or to riot. They gotta mind their business. It's either they gotta stay home, mind their business, or go to work. This have to stop, man. Whatever stuff they got going on it have to stop. It have to stop. This is crazy. This is wild. It's crazy. Everybody needs to wake up. Wake up, man. I want to put up this clip that I saw. It was the Ruben show. Okay, it's called the Ruben Report Show. Um, I'm going to show you this clip. Uh, so he said one of the things that he said was that if you if you're a citizen in Florida, and basically you driving home and you driving home on the side of the street, and if somebody's blocking your car, your vehicle, you have the right to um take them out. So I'm going to play this clip right here, and so y'all guys can watch it. Let's take a look.
Hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you.
Hold on.
You don't have to sit there and just be a sitting. Well, the Hamas demonstrations, there is zero tolerance. You have no right to commandeer streets. And first of all, it's just wrong. Second of all, that has huge impacts on people's quality of life. You may have a parent needing to go pick up a child from daycare, from a camp, or from school. You may have somebody has a medical issue they need to get. And what, you're going to clog all the roads? So we have an absolutely zero tolerance policy for that. And we also have a policy that if you're driving on one of those streets and a mob comes and surrounds your vehicle and threatens you, you have a right to flee for your safety. And so if you drive off and you hit one of these people, that's their fault for impinging on you. You don't have to sit there and just be a sitting duck and let the mob grab you out of your car and drag you through the streets. You have a right to defend yourself in Florida.
Governor, I'm so glad you said that because we showed a video of a guy in Chicago from last night who did just that. And I said that I didn't know what the laws were in Chicago. And I said, I'm not even sure what the laws are here in Florida. So I'm very glad to hear you say that. Let me ask you,
So guys, if y'all guys trying to volunteer, and also sorry guys, but um I saw that clip and I forgot to like rewind it back in that particular time slot. Sorry about that. But if y'all guys trying to volunteer to protest, I would just, like I said earlier, I would just advise y'all guys. I would just tell y'all guys not to like even interfere with that. Just stay home, go to work, just mind your business and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So guys, subscribe to my channel, put a like to my channel, and see you guys on the next one. And comment down below and let me know what you think about this video. Peace.